The reason why we're losing so many young people recently in Africa is not because of witchcraft. It's not necessarily because of the economic circumstances. It is because of one thing. And that thing is what I want to talk to you about today. I want to tell you that it's not witchcraft. It is not because of poverty, but it's because of the lack of health insurance. And I want to give you the 5 important reasons why you, as a young person listening to me at this point in time, watching this video, needs to have. It is obligatory for you to have health insurance. I want to give you the 5 important reasons why you have to go out after this video and get health insurance. If that's something that you are very interested in, and by the way, before you go, you don't need to be wealthy to have health insurance. You don't need to have a lot of money in the bank to have health insurance. All you need to do is have this information that I am about to give you, and that if that's something that you're interested in, do stick around. Hey guys, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing very well. Welcome to the Young and Independent channel, where we discuss all things A+ mindset, personal development, and financial freedom for young Africans by an African. My name is Sylvie. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome right back. So today I want us to talk about the 5 important reasons why every young person in Africa should and must have health insurance. Okay, what is health insurance? Health insurance is like your passport. It is something that you have to have nowadays. You just have to have it, and it is it's like a passport that you use to access a hospital without anyone asking you money, for you to pay any type of deposit. So how do you take out a health insurance? You take out a health insurance by going towards a insurance company and asking them to insure you, either your health or your life. Okay? Now, some companies in Africa, most companies which are international, obviously offer health insurance. The last company I worked for offered health insurance for the workers, and every time I was sick, I just needed to go to hospital. And even when I wasn't sick, I went to hospital, and I'll tell you why. So the first reason why you must have health insurance is because it is going to extend your longevity. Okay, it's going to extend your lifespan. Health insurance, it is that powerful. So I don't know, some people say there's no, when you die, it's your time. That's not true. I don't believe in that. I believe that some people die of untimely death. And how does that even happen? Untimely death, it means you die before your time, before God had actually anticipated that you will be dead. Because even the Bible says that the penalty, what does penalty mean? It means the punishment is death. The penalty of sin is death. I'm not saying that not having life insurance is sin, but the Bible also says that ignorance, is, what does the Bible say about ignorance again? I forgot. But the Bible basically says that to be ignorant is to be stupid, and it is very deadly, and it can cost you a lot. That is why I'm telling you that when you getting health insurance is very important, because it will increase your lifespan. How does it do that? When you have health insurance, you will go into the hospital every single year to do medical check. And what that tends to do is that if you're doing regular medical checks, then if there is any underlying health condition that is brewing in your body, that medical check is going to detect it. So have you ever had malaria? I'm sure you have. When you went to hospital, if you're an African and you haven't had malaria, then you're an alien. You're not African, okay? Because I used to have malaria all the time. But since I traveled to England, I haven't had malaria. Thank God. But if you're in Africa and you have malaria, the sooner you get it sorted out, the better, because malaria kills. And how do you get it sorted out? It's when you go to hospital and do malaria tests. It's the same thing as health insurance. If you go to hospital every single year to check your body, the doctor is going to be able to say, oh, I see some cells here that are not supposed to be here. Let's get a closer look. And they're going to send you for bloods, or I don't know, some type of scan. And once the doctor is able to say, got it, I know what this is, then you are going to be able to be supported medically. I have a friend who had been developing a cancer. And how did he know? He went to hospital because he had health insurance. As soon as he felt the pain on his skin, against his skin, melanoma, he went to hospital because he had health insurance. So when you have health insurance, you just go to hospital and take care of you. And when he went in, the doctor said he was developing a cancer and he was put on chemotherapy immediately. And guess what? Today he's cancer-free and he is living his best life. But without health insurance, most of us in Africa are dying slowly every single day, year in, year out, and boom, it hits us, we die, and they say, oh, this person has been killed by that uncle who is in a sect, and all those stories. It's not true, okay? Nothing happens for nothing. The second important reason why you must have health insurance is because we live in a day and age where so many deadly diseases are crawling into our society. So many people are dying of cancer in Africa. I don't know if you've heard this recently. So many young people, and a stitch in time saves 9. So because these things are already making their way into our society, the kind of food we eat, too much fertilizer in our food, very dangerous for us. We eat this food and then it starts to create all these illnesses in our body. And if you don't have medical insurance, what's going to happen to you? You're not going to have it checked in time, and you are also not going to be able to solve the problem when it's already far deep into your blood. It has eaten you up and everything. That's what they say, that if typhoid eats you up, eats up your intestine, and you go to hospital late, it's too late. Your intestines are already, cut, and you're going to die. The third important reason why you need health insurance as a young person now is so that you can save your money. You can build wealth. Yes, you heard that right. Health insurance is going to help you to build wealth. Let me tell you something. Recently, I had a very good friend who was very sick. Really very sick. I was so worried. And unfortunately for him, he didn't have health insurance. Guess what? His wife had to go through a lot to be able to sort him out. And at some point, they said to them that if you cannot pay X amount, we're not taking you to the operation room. We're not going to operate upon you. But if he had health insurance, he didn't have to spend any money. And this friend of mine had to sell stuff in order to pay medical bills. So when you don't have health insurance, right, when you become sick, and you become sick in a way that needs a lot of hospital or medical intervention, the only thing that is going to matter to you is going to be to save your head. And when you're in that desperate situation, you will sell a TV that you bought for 100,000 francs for 20,000. You will sell your clothes that you bought for 1 million for 100,000. You're going to sell a vehicle that you bought for 5 million for 2 million. You're going to sell your house, which you've spent all your years working hard to build. You're going to sell every single thing. I'm sure that you know someone who has sold everything to be able to care for their medical bills. That is the importance of having health insurance. Because when you have it, you don't have to sell anything to be able to care for yourself. Now, reason number 4 why you should have health insurance at a young age is because it is cheap. So when you're young, you're vibrant, you're generally healthy. And if you take out a health insurance at an early age, when you're generally healthy, then what you have to pay to the insurance company to be able to give you an insurance policy is cheaper. That amount is called an insurance premium. So if you go to the insurance company, say, I want to insure myself, against my health. If I fall sick, I want you to care for me. The insurance company is going to give you a form to fill. You take the form and fill it out. When you fill it out, there's some questions that will pop on the form, like, how old are you? Do you have any underlying medical conditions? Do you have any family members who had diabetes, high blood pressure? Those are common questions, and things like that. All these questions determine how much you pay to the insurance company for them to give you what we call an insurance policy. Now, that policy, the amount of that policy is going to depend on the answers that you put on that questionnaire that was given to you by the insurance company. If, for example, you say to the insurance company that I am 30 years old, I am not sick, I don't have any underlying health conditions, the insurance company is going to analyze this and say, oh, the likelihood that Sylvie is going to fall sick is very, the probability that she's going to fall sick is maybe 2 on 10. So in that case, what we're going to offer Sylvie is a 10 million insurance cover. And for her to be able to benefit from a 10 million insurance cover, she will only be expected to pay 50,000. That's why it is important to take an insurance policy early. But if you're already old, what happens is that your immune system is already weak and most likely you're sick. It's just natural. That's the way the human body is. And what then is going to happen is that the insurance premium that you'll be expected to pay is going to be higher. So the sooner you take out an insurance premium, the better for you. Reason number 5 is that it is better to be safe than to be sorry. So insurance premium, an insurance policy is going to be your helper when you least imagined. So imagine that you're in a car accident and you're rushed to the hospital, and your family, yourself, your friends have no money, and they're telling them that if we don't take this lady or this guy into the operations ward right now, right here, right now, he's gonna die, and there's no money. What's gonna happen? You're going to die. But if you have an insurance policy at that time, even if you're young, you're energetic, you have no medical conditions, and something like that happens to you, that insurance policy has the potential to save your life. I remember my mentor, Dean Graziosi, he said a story. He told us a story. He said he went on holiday, with his father and his mother. And during the holiday, his father ate something that went and just affected his intestines in his tummy. And what happened was that he had a malaise and he had to be rushed to hospital. And guess what? They were not even in their country, they were in Mexico. And when they rushed him to hospital, the doctor walked out to him and said, that guy is dying, your father is dying. If we don't get $30,000 right here, right now, he's gonna be dead in a couple of minutes. And the guy gave his card and said, please charge it on my card. He might have had the money cash. Imagine if his mom was there with the father and didn't have the money, and the father didn't have health insurance. He would have died. He would have died. Health insurance is super duper important for us. And if you don't know how to get cheap health insurance, I'm going to tell you in my next video, which is coming up right here. Just click on this video right here and you will find out exactly how to get the cheapest premium for a health insurance cover. It is very simple, it is straight to the point, but a lot of people in Africa do not know, and they see health insurance as a luxury. It is not true, and I'm here to give you the entire gist, because you know what? I love you and I want Africans to be able to come out of a cake mindset and to start doing things in a way that protects them, protect the people that they love, protect their children, protect their wealth, and protect the continent as a whole. Because if more young Africans are healthy, are strong, are doing medical checks, and are taking good care of themselves, what that means is that the continent has manpower, the continent can produce, the continent can create businesses, and the continent can flourish with an amazing standard of living. So if you like today's video, please leave a comment in the comment section and tell me if you have a health insurance, and if you do not, tell me the reason why you do not have health insurance. And if you liked it, please smash that like button, and please do not forget to subscribe, click the notification bell, so that whenever we upload new videos like this, which are here to change your mindset and your outlook on life, then you are going to be the first to be notified. Thank you. Until next time, stay tuned. I'll see you around. Bye.